All right, there we go. All right. Let's get this stream going, huh? Let's do something. All right. What is the deal today? That's the thing I have to ask myself. I don't exactly know what I want to do. Feeling a little unmotivated today, truth be told. Things are looking pretty nice though. I get occasional max out errors though, which is not great, to be honest. Also, what happens if I do a big one? I haven't tried that yet. Okay. I'm gonna do I think one more thing. Part of me thinks I should really just do something like this. Trying to think if there's a way to quickly check if a polygon is concave. Hmm. Okay, so the thing... Hmm. I don't know exactly how I want to go about this, that's all. Let's see. Oop. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Can I focus today? That is the question. Hmm. Okay, so I actually need to do... Okay, let's change how this gen render works a little bit. Don't need this either. The render itself, hmm, how do I do... Optional keyword args is what I'm trying to... I guess let's do it this way. All right, so gen data, I want to be the entirety of the thing. So it's the last thing you run, and you put points into it because the point generation is basically what you want to start with. There's a lot of variability in that. I think that makes sense. Okay, so basically all I need to do here is have a little function here that's when background, then you do that. I like that. I think that's pretty good. I always forget how to do this properly. Okay. How does this work again? let me just do this at least. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Okay. Generator pipeline. No, let's do this. Gen points. There we go. All right, random points is easy. Random points. Oh, what? Works well, but here are some more artistic options for rendering point sets. Okay, so let's do this. I realize I don't even need this. Okay. Let's go like this. That should work, right? Something like that makes sense. Okay. This styles, I get rid of that completely. Random colors, yeah, that seems helpful to have there. Utils, I should probably clean that up, but let's leave that the way it is for now. That's fine, I hope, I think. Okay, okay, so gen mesh, right. Okay, so this is how I want to do it. Points, quads, n. Yeah, let's just do it like this is fine. It is totally fine. Which this now goes in here like that. Okay. Let me see this for a minute. Let's there's a better way to do this. Yeah, so this I can make it read a little bit better by doing optional keyword argument example. This is a slower day for me again. I guess it might be that way this week, unfortunately. Just kind of feeling, you know, eh. It's okay though. Just gotta get the brain working. Hey Mike, on time today, or at least relatively on time. Good to see you. How are you doing? I'm doing my best to get my brain going. I don't know. I've just been tired so far this week, but oh well, so it goes. At the very least, I have been producing a bunch of art examples, which is kind of cool, so it's something. Let's see, for example, if I do file, let's go in here. So that looks pretty cool. Pretty happy with that. So a few variations of the same kind of idea. With nice colors. There's a nice randomized one. Oh yeah, a crescent sort of shape. That was a fun one to do. And then like a slug type thing. So I mean, I got stuff done. It just hasn't been the most productive time, you know? Really like the crescent one. Not that one. That's, it's a little lopsided, but I think this is the one, yeah. Yeah, pretty cool, right? So I guess one reason I'm struggling a bit is I don't quite know where I want to take this next. Looks like something out of an art show. Well, I guess that's good. I'm in the right category then, you know? It's a piece of art of some kind, so that is good. I don't know. I don't exactly know where I want to go with it. That's kind of the thing. What I know I want is an interactive web page where people can generate their own and like maybe put it out on a print or save it as a PNG or something like that. But I don't know like how much like tweaking to expose, you know, to the end user of the page. Plus, I don't know, I just maybe I need to finish up just a few thoughts with this and come back to it in a day or two, you know, kind of put it aside and then see what my brain comes up with, because I don't exactly know, like I don't exactly know what I want to do next. Like, this looks pretty cool, but the dots are not exactly perfect. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's something I could do that's cool with this, so maybe. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish up this generate data part and make a grid generation tool and then from there make a few outputs, then probably move on. So that's I think what I want to do, because I should fix up some SVG stuff, some Forge stuff, and Radish stuff as well, because someone the other day posted an issue asking for some changes to Radish, the site generation tool, and I should probably do that because I think it's a useful tool for other people to use. So, okay, blah blah blah. What am I trying to do here? I want to make genMesh a function that has optional arguments. So it's like this: points And the optional arguments are let me try to find a good way to do. Let's see. Let's knock out some refactoring and hardening tasks today. Then I'm on board. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Oh. There we go. Okay. The reason I brought this up is I want to see Alright, I'm trying too hard to figure this all out in one fell swoop. Let's just do it like this. No, I have one more thing I want to check here. Oh, this... This is pretty cool. This is totally unrelated, but I just wanted to have a quick peek at it. This is pretty clever. I like that. Reckon and flex. I don't understand. Okay, well, whatever. That's, like I said, this is a distraction anyway, so let's not worry about that. The point I wanted to have a look at here was see how they did optional handling of things here. I have to go, I think, where is it? Here. There's a write scad and block. Okay. So I was wrong. Maybe there is no optional argument with this stuff. I don't remember anymore. Okay. Clojure args with defaults. Why do I always forget how to do this? Alright, we're doing it this way. We're going to do it the multi-arity way. So, gen mesh starts with points, and then you call gen mesh Why is this hard for me today? Ay ay ay. Okay. Points and an options map which has keys. Quads n. Concave. That should be it. Now here we do con thread, I think, is a thing, right? Let's see how con thread. Clojure con thread. Oh, wrong one. Okay, so you thread something. Yeah, so here we go. We're going to thread points through condition and then do a thing, and then condition, then do a thing. Very easy. So, okay. Ay, 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 ay. Let's start by defining, let's just let points be thread points normally, a normal thread points, because the thing we have to do first is triangulate. Oh, no. Let's just, sorry. This will work. Cond thread triangulate points. You always have to triangulate points, so we're just going to start with it wrapped around the points directly. Conditionally, immediately, so using, this is a bad, yeah. So this is what I had before, basically. Should be fine. So gen mesh, you give it a set of points and you give it some option keys if you want to do those options. Right. So con thread, when yeah, let's do it like this. So quads n, when quads n exists, no, sorry. I realized one thing. Let's let points, let's do it this way after all. The initial transformation, okay? We thread points through triangulate, and then through assoc hull map v point hull of points. Okay, so there we go. The points have the hull associated in, and it's triangulated. Now we can con thread everything else from points, quads n. When quads n exists, you, sorry, wrong one. I have to do when concave first. When it's concave, you want to do sorry, let me think about this. Yeah, you do want to, when it's concave, you have to cut away tries of the triangles from the mesh, which means the mesh gets threaded. Yeah, so you do cut away tries, and then you pass points in there because points is the polygon. Okay. Oof. And then if quads n is a number, let me see this. 2 is greater than 1. Yeah, okay. So here, this condition would have to be yeah, this is fine. So quads n, let's assume the user will pass in the right numbers, the right kind of numbers for that to work. Then what you have to do is randomly glue tries. Okay, that took longer than I needed it to, but I'm pretty sure we got there. All right. Gen fills is nice and easy. It has no... If I do fill quads, if this has no quads quad fills has an empty list, so it doesn't fail. That's perfectly fine. All right, so let's leave that as is. So we've got these. Okay. Let's not delete that quite yet because I'm not totally confident in my abilities today. So we got gen mesh, gen fills. Fills are the line patterns created by the previously defined fill strategies for quads and tries. Oh, whatever, I don't need that. Parenthetical, like that is good. Okay, okay. Some of these songs just, all of these songs are like calm and repetitive, but some of them just are not hitting my brain properly today, so I might skip songs from time to time. Alright, so fill tries, fill quads, generate fills should basically be the same. I don't see any reason to change it. Generate colors. Should be a private function, really. I don't need it. And then, oh, instead of generate colors, I should just kind of, I think I just want to merge it into, sorry, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Oh, okay, here we go. So, gen data. Okay. Oy, 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 oy. Points and opts. Here we go. I should actually make, yeah, gen render opts. Okay, so I've changed this slightly. Gen mesh takes points and an optional options map. Right? Every other function in that pipeline should work similarly. That way I can define all of the options in one global options map. Then when I make an app, like a web page for it, I can put the options in a state map and then hook up the state to a bunch of sliders and such. I think that makes some sense. So we'll go with it. Okay, so gen fills takes this and opts. It doesn't use them, but it could in the future if I want to add in options that control the fill styles and such. which would be potentially useful. Hey, Asa, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well today. Feel free to say hi in the chat and join in and talk about programming, about other projects you're working on, or if you don't want to do any of that, just sit back and relax. That's cool too. I hope you're well today, either way. How is everyone, by the way? Just curious. Hope everyone is well. Slow day on my end, but slow doesn't mean bad. It just means I have to be a little more deliberate with what I want to get done and try to focus and all that good stuff, you know? Speaking of, I do want to change these lights a little bit here. There. Okay. Right, so right here, for example, I want to do and options where keys background is the key that I care about. Whoops. And now here, really what I want to do is here I want to associate into the data map, into the key render, this whole structure. That should work okay. Hey, Rumble Tom Jum. Says it's a first time chat from you, although I seem to remember your screen name for some reason. Either way, no big deal. Welcome. I hope you're well. What's my Emacs theme? It is Nord. Heavy Lurker. Oh, so maybe I know your follow. Maybe you followed me or something like that. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Heavy Lurker. Well, I hope you enjoy lurking, and it's never a problem if you're not talking, but I hope you enjoy watching my stream and stuff like that. But yeah, the theme is Nord. Nordtheme.com has the color palette. It's quite nice, in my opinion. Pretty kind of a calm sort of theme. Nord, which I think in French means north, and it's more, the D is essentially silent, so it's Nord, but I don't speak great French, so I go by Nord. But anyway. Anyway. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if this bad boy will do the trick, huh? And then let's figure out, I think I probably messed something up. Nevertheless, let's see if we can get something going. I'd like to def points as, let's see here. Let's do tapered Bezier points with a width of 400 and a height of 600 and a line thickness of 50. Now let's gen data of points. Okay, so no value supplied for key null. Gen mesh. Why would that be? Did I destructure it incorrectly? Let's see here. I think, do I have to do it like this actually? I wonder. Okay. Associative destructuring also works with lists or sequences of key value pairs for keyword argument parsing. This is what I want to get at. So we've got some value and keys blah 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 or whatever. Okay, so I can't do it the way I'm thinking, right? I have to do, well, actually, let's just invoke it directly, right? Why not? So let's do gen mesh points. Okay, so it does work like that. That also works, and then it generates quads, which is good. Let's also do concave true. I messed something up. Okay, that's fine. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Ah! I am going a little bit crazy today, but you know. Did I say you're welcome, Rumble Tom Jump, by the way, for helping you out? I don't remember if I did. Trying to be polite here, you know? While I'm slowly losing my mind. Oh. What did I just do here? No, that's right. Hmm. What is going on? Okay, so this doesn't work. Does this work? No. Is it? Hmm. Oh my goodness. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. Calm. Calm, calm, calm. That's what I want to be. Points is some list of things. If we ignore the concave problem for the time being, can I make sure the rest of the this won't fix it, but that's renaming things to be a bit better here. Oh, maybe that does fix it. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So that seems to work so far. Okay, let's keep this ball rolling. Why don't we? What's the right way to do this? Let's just do it this way instead. Let's change this, get rid of this and so it's not optional anymore. Hey, hey, Viva! Rating with a party of 6, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That is fantastic. How's everybody doing? If you're tuned in from Viva's, hello, hello. Hope you're well. Hope the stream went well, Viva and everyone else involved. I hope you're feeling okay, doing okay, all that good stuff. I'll be honest, I'm slow and casual today. My brain is not totally with me today, so it's a little casual. I am trying to think through a reasonably good structure for... Welcome, welcome all. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Indeed, welcome everyone. I'm trying to figure out a good structure for options going through this pipeline of data construction and just having a day. Just having a day. That's the truth of it. Hey, hey, Viva. How are you? I hope you're well. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's now good. Thanks. So far, so good. How are you? I am doing quite well. I'll admit I'm a little brain tired today, so I'm like just taking it super easy, trying to clean up this. So Viva, you may have seen it before, but I'm making like a random art generation tool for fun. And I'm just kind of cleaning up the data structure of it a little bit. So I closed it. I don't know why I closed it. Let me show you some of the outputs that I've got going on here. For example, stuff like this. Yeah, it was looking pretty good. Yeah, so I have some more, like I improved some of the features a bit. Got some fun outputs like this. So I'm just trying to clean up the data representation a little bit so that you can generate a mesh and generate colors independently. Because I find when I run it, I sometimes really like the shapes, but I really don't like the colors, and I don't necessarily want them to be inextricably linked, if that makes any sense. Then, after that, because in this library I've started adding things like convex hull and triangulation, I want to port those back into the SVG library where they'll be useful beyond just this art library, because I think those are pretty valuable functions to have. And I also have a predicate that tests if a point is inside a polygon, which is also very useful for things like doing polygon difference, polygon unions, that sort of stuff. So works in progress, but it's good to port some of that back into a spot where it can be useful beyond just this stuff. So those are kind of the things I want to do today. Very slowly and casually, like I said. How was your stream, Viva? Did it go well? I hope so. I hope it went well. Thanks, sounds very interesting as usual. Thank you, appreciate that. That is kind of you to say. For me, it went quite well, thanks. Nice, glad to hear it. That's good news. Good news indeed. I always appreciate that you give me a raid from time to time. It's really nice. Diva also does dev stuff on his stream. I was coding a compiler in Haskell, dully called Lambda script. Love it. That's really cool. That sounds like a fun project. Oh, Mike, that sounds cool too. A compiler in Python. That'd be fun. Is it like Viva Lambda? Does it compile a programming language of your own creation, or is it like some known syntax and you're just implementing a compiler of an existing language? Boy, I'm not formulating questions very well today. I think I'm a little more tired than I initially realized, to be honest. Design the language as well. That's really cool. Is it a Lisp? Is it something else? Curly brace? Block based? I don't know. What does it look like? Which is like just the lamest way to think about languages, but that's the first question that came to mind. Go with Python instead of Python. Is Python still like... That's pretty cool. Less dynamic, the better. Oh, for compiler stuff, less dynamic stuff is better. That makes sense, I think. Okay. Come on, man. Me, I'm giving myself a little pep talk here. You can do it. You can make this work because it was working this morning and then you broke it. All right, let's try to gen some data given the points, and the options a blank map. All right, there we go. It's data. It's a little ugly, but it is data, which is a good thing. Lambda script looks like a Lisp, but with exchangeable keywords. Like you can use Arabic, Persian, and stuff, and exchange the keywords with anything that you want. So like, not to trivialize it, but is it like a lookup table from like could you basically supply a lookup table like, hey, in the compiler itself it's whatever keyword equals whatever keyword for the user interface kind of thing? I have no idea if that makes any sense. My question, that is. But changing out keywords like that seems like a really cool thing. Yeah, it is a lookup table. Cool. So presumably that's like for an idea for accessibility type things, right? So that a programming language can be written in whatever devs native spoken like communication language they want. That's a pretty cool feature. Does Python give a major advantage over Python? I figure it might be a bit faster, but for a first pass with just learning how to write a compiler, it might be faster in Python. I've used it a lot and there won't be a language learning curve there. I don't actually know much about Python, Mike, but as far as I understand it, it's like it's basically just you could swap out a different Python interpreter. So the code you write is theoretically exactly the same. And presumably you could even, as long as the libraries you use are Python compatible, which might be all of them for all I know, it effectively, like it's transparently equivalent to Python, just faster. Like a no downside kind of situation, at least in theory. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so what I'd like to do is see if there is a render from, okay. Promising. Let's try this. Tools, cider, show. Gen data, oh, I want to pull the render from there. No. No! Oh. Close. If you are good at Python, use Python, really. I say Python to have some kind of... I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Python? C Python? Kython? I have no idea. Doesn't matter. Python has a type checking available at runtime, huh? All right, what have I done? Oh, I think there might be a problem with this. If I map inc over an empty list, it gives me an empty list. So what I'd rather do then well, I suppose what might make sense is doing something like this. When wait. when not empty Is this smart? I think it's not, but when not empty quads. I think I get render errors when I do not. Yes, okay, there we go. Ooh, that's weird looking. Cool. Why would that be? Oh, right. Oh. I have to do it like this, right? Wait a minute, is that true? Something seems off there, but let's see if that fixes. No, that wasn't it. So there's a render issue, but I'll get there. I'll figure it out one day. Oops. Okay. Well, let me try. Hey. Okay, so that's pretty cool. All right, so the options are working a little bit. I wonder if I should just not have colors be random. I don't know. That was weird. Why did that happen? Let's not do the background. Oh, there was another option I had to do. Hey, Cedar Prince, welcome back. I saw your messages. I didn't have a chance to read through in detail all of the links you posted, but they're all they're all extremely interesting. I particularly love the 3D library that you showed me for Julia Lang. Pretty excited to give those things a go. Mike, for a first pass, just to familiarize myself with Elixir and such for a super simple language, I could get away with skipping some of the type checking, right? If you just do arithmetic expressions with variables, you can probably get away with that. Cedar Prince, it reminds me of sci-fi Art Deco. Yeah, that's true. Here, let me show you a few other... I was just messing around with some configurations of these ideas. I've got this. These are all effectively the same... just different configurations of points running through the same sets of fill functions and such. There's a sort of crescent shape. These are... this is the latest one with a dot fill. I have there's some dot fill problems related to the point checking, but it ends up looking kind of cool, I think. Aviva, it looks amazing, really. Thank you so much, guys. It is it is exciting. So I don't think I'll get to it on stream today, but tomorrow is a total focus day for me, and I can go to bed early and everything. And what I'll be doing, I hope I can get it done, is making sort of blog post page, kind of like this, with a little bit of this idea as well, where I go... So I want to have sort of a site like this where it's generating a random thing, and you can tweak parameters and see the randomness change over time. So in this particular page here, I'm not incorporating any of the art I've done, right? But um, you can, in the code block here, once it, oh, maybe oh, there we go. There it is. Once you let it eval, it pops a parameter into the parameter list, and you can use that inside there. So I want to combine this idea with a sort of written approach to present a little tool that will dynamically generate a print that the user of the site could then like actually go and save and print off. So they could build their own geometric art thing with some of the functions I've built here. So I think would be a very fun way to present everything. Because you can, so let's do, let's see here. Give me 1 second to do this times C, for example. If I change this variable here, right, you can see how a user could kind of dynamically add parameters and pop it into the code, and then they have suddenly more tweakable options than I even thought of for them to have, which I think is a pretty cool sort of feature. If I also do this one times C, for example, then you get kind of, I mean, this is maybe strange looking behavior, but you know, I think you get the idea, right? I think it's pretty cool. That's beautiful. It's almost like a notebook environment. Viva, I'll be resting my eyes. Good night, everyone. Hey, Viva, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a good sleep, and best of luck with your streams in the future and your projects and all that. And I will see you around. Once again, thanks for the raid, and have a good night. So almost like a notebook environment, Cedar Prince. Yeah, a little bit. So this Radish logo is an example of the kind of stuff that I enjoy producing. The idea is I use my Emacs org mode as the base file and automatically, not yet, but hopefully automatically generate interactive blog posts from my org file with the Clojure compiled directly into the page as Clojure script, and then having interpreters here so that you can run and make changes. So everything you see on like this here, this whole logo it's interactable. So I'm making trivial edits here to this, but you can go onto the page. You could go to this page now if you wanted to and edit this logo. It's local only, so it won't like you won't save it anywhere, but point is you can play around with it is the whole point I'm trying to make here. So these sorts of environments I think are really fun to set up with various little with various tools. And to be totally blunt about it, this particular tool, I think you could you could conceivably have someone come to the page, tweak some of the parameters, and have a really cool looking thing that they want to print and hang in a frame. And anyone's totally welcome to do that, but the idea is if I have just a little if you like this, you can donate link to like a Patreon or something like that, and then the idea is build those up over time and just have a few really cool examples, and then people, if they want to, they can donate to use some of those sorts of tools. But that is neither here nor there. It's just ideas I've got floating around in my head, you know. So here, right, you can see if I divide this by 5, you can change the parameters and all that. I think it's just quite cool. Ta-da! All right, enough fiddling with this. That's a tomorrow thing. I have to figure out why the outlines are not rendering, because that's a little strange to me. Oh, I think... No, I don't know. Well, let's just comment out a bunch of stuff until we get there. Right? Let's figure it out. Okay, so oh, I'm being a little bit silly. So it is quads n 7. Okay, there we go. So the quads tool will, I think it's a little bit broken because it makes a few assumptions about triangles being available to glue together, but should I worry about it? Maybe not so much yet, to be totally frank about it. All right. Right, so that's all fine and good. Now let's just figure this out. Why did the do not work? I thought I tried that. Let's try it again. Do. Wrap that in a do so it does both things. So that's the idea I'm trying to get behind here. Let's try it again. I wonder if it's just the state wasn't updated appropriately. Excuse me. Oh, I think I'm recognizing what's going on here. I have to, okay. I don't need to wrap it in a do. What I actually need to do is probably concat, there we go. So here's why. If I do print line high and then do print line everyone, so it'll print both of those because it does this S expressions including the side effects, and then it returns the value of the last one. So this will print 1 nil at the end as well. So what's happening here when I've got two map functions or map expressions inside a when or a when not, it does both of them, but it only returns the value of the last one. So I'm only ever seeing the render fill function, and it's not doing this at all. So I actually since it's just two lists anyways, I can just concat them, and then that'll force them both to be evaluated, and that should work. There we go. It does indeed work the way I want it to now. But as you can see, this here, the dot fill situation, there are some situations where it incorrectly says that dots are indeed inside when they are not. and I'll figure that out later because I don't want to worry about it right now. Why does that happen? I also don't really want to worry about that now. So if I just have to guess why some circle or some dots are showing up outside of the particular shape, they're kind of horizontal. They're all along a horizontal line at an extreme point. So there's one at the top point here, and there's 4 along the line that's just touching that bottom point. This is just touching the top point. This is one of the top points there. So I think there's something wrong with the point checking logic at extreme points of triangles and stuff like that, which I'll deal with later. Because I don't exactly want to do it right now, is the cold hard truth. Alright, and now, so instead of generating points here, I want to try random points 20. Concave is not true, so I can just get rid of it. There we go. Okay, finally I've got a pretty general, at least a more general interface for this, which I'm pretty happy about. And then really what I could do is I can always do this. Well, let's do, let's imagine a situation where we've defined B to be the result of this gen data, blah, 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 blah. So we've saved the data. It's not going to be re-rolled every time. Did I typo? There we go. So B is this, I shouldn't print it into the REPL, but whatever. If I do tools cider show of the render of B, it prints this out, and it'll be the same every time. But if I do this, what I can do is the render of gen render of B will, given the same options, I thought it would well, apparently I'm wrong. I thought it would rerun it. Oh. Here's what it is. Actually, if I... Oh, that's my bad. Okay. I'm running the wrong function, that's all. If I want to re-roll the colors... What? Okay. Clearly I don't know what I'm talking about. I guess... I have to think about this now, because unfortunately this isn't the interface I wanted it to be. But there we go. Now I am re-rolling the colors successfully. It's not exactly what I imagined, but it does kind of work. Okay, we'll go from there though. Well, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it right now, really. Last thing I want to do, I want to make a grid. Okay, so the grid is going to be how do I want to do this? And I realize before I do it, let me try. Let me get back to. Okay, so we got tapered Bezier points. Let's do this one. Deafen. It's a little confusing, but whatever. We'll go with it. Rn is the max. Well, okay, so R max n rings. N max. So here we just do concat the result of yeah. All we have to do here is concat p regular polygon points. R max 1. N is n max int n max 1. That should work. Okay, so the radii is going to be let's think about this. Reverse range inc n drop last. Well, actually, let's just do it like this. Instead of that, we do range from 1 to inc n. Then you reverse it. Right, and then you map that over, or you map a function over, yeah, so the function you want to map is times our max, some number that you're at, divided by n max. No, n rings. And inc n rings, not n. Gotta head out. Best of luck with the rest of the stream. See you and hopefully everyone else on Thursday. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Mike. Best of luck with I'm not sure if you're done work yet or whatever, but best of luck with the rest of your day, whatever you're doing. If you get some exercise in, I know you're into that from time to time. Best of luck. If you don't, have a good evening either way. Thanks for tuning in. I always appreciate it. Have a good one. And yes, hopefully I'll see you on Thursday. And everyone else too, like you say. That'd be great. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Can actually just map cat. If I turn this into a function now of the radius. Actually, let's do it like this. %1. And this one will be %2. Map cat that over ours, and then something like that. Okay, so ends is a decreasing number. R's is this function mapped over it. So map this over ends, and then segments is the same idea, times n max. Oh yeah, I have to do int of this thing, n max times this, but not n rings, it's n max. Map that over ends. Okay, there we go. Is it gonna work? Let's find out. Let's do def points 2 is regular poly sets points. Let's make the radius 120. Let's do 3 rings and n max is 11. Oh, that's not at all what I wanted. Okay, so I messed something up here. Let's have a look at okay, so our max, the number of rings is only 3. That's true. Right, so let's see what the radii end up looking like. Oh, okay, so those are fine. And then so the radius is fine, then segments, I feel like this is where I'm messing up. Oh, no, this should still be n rings, shouldn't it? There we go, that's a little better anyway. Segments should be that, but it should also be does it work though? Let's see. Yeah, cool, it works. Yes, okay. Very nice. But let's def points 2 again as 220. Let's make it 5 rings, and this probably has to be 19 now, doesn't it? There we go, that's pretty cool. I like that. I should make this a bit safer here, where the minimum number of polys, like it has to be 3 or greater. It cannot be 2 or 1. It's degenerate at that point. So I need to oh, excuse me. I guess what I should do, I can do here I can do max of this setup or 3, and that should always cover it, right? I think that'll work. So let's try that. Looks a little weird, but it should work. Or it does, like it doesn't fail is what I'm getting at here. So also if I make this 7, it's very clearly going to be a bunch of triangles. Oof, bad background. Yeah, it does work. Okay, good. Okay. Wild. That looks cool. It's a bit too busy, but it looks really nice. I think anyway. Let's render it again. A different one. Coming along. That's a little too small now, I think. Like a little too sparse. I think 5 and 13 is probably a really good set of points. Yeah, I kind of like that. Maybe 15? It's pretty good. Layout, distribute on points will distribute the list of items along whatever set of points you give it. And if it runs out of items, then it stops. I think that's how that works, so let's try that. Let's do... I want to re-roll this one more time with maybe a nicer color. Better contrast anyway. I like that. Trying to think of something that would look cool, you know? What would look cool? That's the question on my mind. Well, let us begin. Let grid be layout, p/rectangle grid. Let's make it 5 by 5. And I think 100 as the gaps. Oh, that's malformed. There we go. All right, that's the grid, and then let's let we'll call them shapes be repeatedly. Let's just do 5 times as a start. Repeatedly 5 times take the render of gen let's thread it like this. Let's do tapered Bezier points. We'll start with that. Then we go here and we do gen data with the options concave true. Everything else we leave. Oh, let's do you know what? Actually, yeah, no. Let's do quads n. 4 is probably fine. Then we just pull the render from that. I think that should work shapes wise. Then here, all we need to do is layout / distribute on points the shapes over the grid. I think this will act. Oh. Oh, it's wrong, but it's cool. Here I want to do map reverse. I think that'll do it. Yeah, okay. It's a little weird looking, but it's kind of cool at the same time. Let's make them a bit bigger. See, I don't know. I feel like there's a cool idea here, but it just doesn't look that cool to me yet, you know? That's all. Maybe if these were actually not randomized, but instead made to be like kind of layered with different colors or something like that, instead of those in a grid, maybe. Let's try, instead of those points, let's do regular poly sets. Wait, what's the name of that function? Regular poly sets points. Eesh, weird name, but okay. Where are we at here? And let's do the radius 160, the number of rings to be 5, and 17 I think should do the trick. I mean, that looks really cool. It's not right, but it's really quite cool. Oh, and that's, I love that actually. It's all wrong. It's all wrong, but it is all awesome at the same time. All right, let's do let's do 16 of these, and we do 4 by 4, and we want to do, let's do 400. This is not gonna fit. It's going to break. I kind of love it though. So I can actually change this to be repeat. And instead of that, I actually just run it once, and then it repeats the exact same thing. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want that though. I actually want to do, no, no, no. Let's leave it the same. Only thing, by the way, this concave thing is what I need to take out for it to fill itself in again. Let's actually make these 100. And here, I'm curious what it looks like. So let's actually just make it, let's do 5 again. And let's do 5 by 1. And let's only make it a gap of like 20. Let's see what this looks like. I'm not sure it'll look good. Oh. It doesn't look the way I thought it would. That doesn't end up looking that cool, really. Maybe if I do an extremely small overlap here. I don't think this will look good either, though. No, not really. Although, now I wonder what would happen if I do bring the tapered back. Is it ever gonna work? Weird. Looks like a toothpaste glob. Yeah, I don't like it. The idea is cool, but I don't love it. All right, let's make the grid let's bring it back to the basics, really, of what I wanted. So let me do a grid that's 4x4, and the gaps between I guess 200. I can change them later, so I don't know why I'm worrying too much about it. So let's repeatedly do neither of those things. Let's actually repeatedly just do random points in a space of 200 by 200, and we do rand int minimum. Let's do at least 8 points going up to a random integer of 16. All right, that should work, right? Fun. 8's probably too small, eh? Those are too close together, really. But they do look nice. So I'm pretty happy with that. All right, so we can actually change this to be 150 instead, right? So the total area that a random thing can take up is smaller. Looks good. I like it. I am happy with how things are turning out. colors, yeah. Yeah, so then here, shapes, let's just normalize the shapes by doing, normalize the colors of the shapes by doing a map assoc onto that, onto the map, into the colors thing, the colors, and then shapes like this. So that should make everything the same color. Oh, right. Then here, this has to be map render. And it should all be the same color at least. Oh, what did I do wrong now? I have to I have to do it like this. Thread this over an assoc. And then immediately after this, you have to actually gen render again. Is that gonna work? It does work. It's not, I don't love it, but it will be fine, I suppose, for now anyway. Oof, weird color. All right, let's do this. I like that. One more idea, and that is let's map some function over I suppose that's a good idea. Let's try that. Oh, I went the wrong way. want a more dramatic difference between them. And then let's make this 320 instead. Actually, you know what? Let's do it vertically. That's not what I meant. I'd love a variable distance. I think that would look pretty cool. But part of me is wondering if I should kind of just hard code it, because that would kind of look cool. Let's do position grid. No. Let's actually call it the grid. Let's just make it the grid. And then it'll be yeah, I'm just gonna hard code it because that's just what I'm gonna do. I'll think of a way to not hard code it later, but for now, that's just gonna be the way it is. Okay, so what we're doing is going to be building a base. Right, so here, right, we're gonna map this over grid, and here it's gonna be we're gonna pull W. The W key is the width key. Yeah, so the grid itself is gonna be this thing, which is a list of positions of X, Y, and width, basically. So we've got X, Y, width. Let's start with 300 on all of them. Okay, so we're gonna have 5 by 5. So we've got wait, this is a little messy, isn't it? You know what? I should change this to point. Yeah. That's a little bit better. Okay. Okay. The middle one, the position of it is going to be 0, 0. The width is 300. We know this to be true. Perfect. Ooh, wait, do I want to do... Let's start with the widths. How about that? Okay, so we want 300, 200, 100. Hey, C-Films. Glad you're doing well. I am also doing quite well. Let's make this 2, 1. Have I heard the big media news today? No, I have not. What's going on? Hopefully it's good news? Good news is kind of hard to come by, I think. What's up? Two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 50. Okay. YouTube TV might lose all of its NBC stations on Thursday. If that happens, it will be $10 a month cheaper. I'll be honest, I don't pay attention to YouTube news all that much. I wonder why. Is it related to, well, I don't know, is it related to political stuff? Oh, I gotta go soon, but I want to finish this idea up for a minute. It is related to contract negotiations. I guess that makes sense. That makes sense to me. Right, so let's see, how is this gonna work positions wise? Well, let's just try. Okay, this is maybe silly, but let's give it a shot anyway. I'm not sure this is gonna work, but let's try it anyway. Grid. I'm very tired. I have to go soon. Where is my brain? It's gone today. Vector, not vec. There we go. Oh, that's wrong. Let's just map it over the grid for now. This is where I have to put here. This is where I have to put that. Let's try that instead. It's gonna be big, and I don't think it's gonna look right. It might look cool, but I don't think so. NBC wants YouTube TV. Ooh. I kind of love it, but it's definitely not right, and the reason is related to my own ignorance. Let's do this instead. Map point over grid. Okay, so here let's just do it. Let's just hard code it all the way, baby. Oh, no, I did something wrong. No, I did it right. Never mind. 0, 0, 100, 100. Ay, ay, ay. 50, 50. Sorry, brain dead, brain fried. This is wrong too. This would have to be... Oh my goodness. Sorry everyone. Slow day, like I said. Slow brain day. Ay ay ay. Alright, I'm gonna finish these numbers and then I'm gonna go because it's just things aren't exactly working in my head the way I want them to. That's the simple truth. I do want this to be 0, 0. I want this point to be all of these are 0 in X, so they start like this. Okay, and then like that, I suppose. Now this one, everything along this cross is 0 and Y, so they all start like this. Again, not the smartest to just hard code all this stuff today is not, it's obviously a bad idea, but it's what I'm doing, so, you know. Okay, so this is gonna be 200. This one's gonna be 300. This one's negative 200, negative 300. NBC wants YouTube TV to bundle Peacock streaming service with it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, all that streaming stuff sound like all the contracts and such for all that is just ridiculous stuff in my mind. I stay blissfully unaware as much as I can. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere with this. We can keep thinking about it. Okay. My brain. Okay, this is really boring. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna go. I'm done. This is just not working out for me. Sorry, everyone. It's just gonna be one of those things, you know. I'll figure it out off stream. I need to go take a walk. I need to get out of here. So, yeah, just want to say thanks everyone who's tuned in. I'll be back on Thursday, and then I'll be back on Friday. I am gonna go to bed early today. I clearly need a little bit of sleep. I need to just focus on some other things. Thanks everyone for chatting, for following, for the raids, for all that good stuff. If you like what you see and you want things to improve over time, subscribing's very helpful. You don't have to, but it would be really nice. If you've got like a Twitch Prime sub available and you don't know what to do with it, you can send it my way if you want to. Sharing this with other people who might be interested in code, art, maybe Clojure, that sort of thing, Lisp languages, anything like that, CAD design. I'm the guy, one of the guys who does that sort of thing. So that's all I gotta say today. It's been a slow day for me. I just want to thank everyone one last time. Have a good one. I'll be back on Thursday. Okay? All right. that's it from me. I'll see you later.